Hello students, once again welcome to Bholanath Academy students. Today students we are going to see the sp hybridizations. In last lecture we have seen sp2 hybridizations. Now students, here the examinations they are asking explain sp hybridization in whether it is a acetylene molecules, that is C2H2, we also call it acetylene, or ethyne, and here it is BeCl2, that is barium chloride molecules. Okay students, out of these two every year they are asking one example. Okay students, now first we are going to see what is sp hybridization students. Here students, when you see s and p, when one s orbitals in this type sp hybridizations, when one s orbital and one p orbitals mix and recast to form two hybrid atomic orbitals of atom in that molecules, whether it is ethyne or barium chloride, we called as sp hybridizations. So students, because one s orbital and one p orbital, total how many atomic orbitals now will form? Two hybrid atomic orbitals will form in this molecule. Okay students, now we are going to see the sp hybridizations of carbon atom in acetylene molecules or ethyne molecules. Okay students, it is also called as what? Ethyne molecules. Now students, if you want to explain the sp hybridization of carbon in ethyne molecule students, you should know the atomic number of carbon first. What is the atomic number of carbon? Atomic number of carbon is 6. Now students, with the help of this atomic number only you are able to write down the electronic configuration. So I am writing the electronic configuration in ground state. 1s2, and here students 2s2 and 2p2, because they are present, both the s and p orbitals are present in second orbit. That means their energy level is very close to each other. Okay students, this is the orbital notation I have written in ground state. Now what happens students, if you want to explain in orbital diagram, you can also write, because p orbital having 3 subatomic orbitals. 2s2 you can write like this, 2p2 1 electron you have to put like this. This is the we have seen in Hund's rule. Okay students, now what happens students, this carbon having atomic number 6 will excite students, the from where the excitation will take place students, when the energy level is very close to each other. That means the electron of 2s will excite and they will occupy the p orbitals. Okay students, so what will be the electronic configuration students? The electronic configuration will become 2s1 and 2p3. When you write down the orbital diagram students of 2s1 and 2p3, it will be like this. Okay students, 2s1 1 electron, 2p3 1 electron to each suborbital. Okay students, this is the orbital diagram I have. Now students, because we are talking about sp hybridization, the carbon in sp hybridization, what happens students, it will hybridize one s orbital and one p orbitals, and the sp hybrid orbitals will be like this. You will get two sp orbitals, hybrid atomic orbitals, and two pure atomic orbitals of carbon. So these are the two sp hybrid atomic orbitals of carbon, and these two are what? These are pure only atomic orbitals of carbon. Okay students, you are understanding? Now I am drawing the two sp hybrid orbitals of carbon. So the atomic orbitals diagram you can write, this is the carbon. Okay students, because students carbon is what? We are drawing the sp2 orbitals, they will present on the axis because they are linear geometry. So this is the sp hybrid orbitals. Okay students, having unpaired electrons. Okay students, this is sp hybrid atomic orbitals. Okay students, now students, here we have pure atomic orbitals, that is py and pz. Okay students, so py, that means on present on y axis, and pz will present on z axis. Okay students, so this is having one unpaired electrons, this is the pz, and this is what? Py, having unpaired electrons. These are the atomic orbitals, they are not, and these are the hybrid atomic orbitals, sp atomic orbitals. Okay students, so two sp atomic orbitals you have and two pure atomic orbitals you are having. The structure of atomic orbitals of carbon in ethyne you will find like this. Now students, what happens to students when two hydrogen approaches towards these orbitals? Because it is containing two carbons. So what happens students? Because in ethyne students, in acetylene you have two carbons. So students, two carbon you have to write like this. So students, in acetylene, that is C2H2, this is also called as acetylene, or you can say ethyne. Okay students, so because it is containing two carbons, so you can draw the structure like this. So carbon, two carbon students you can put like this. Okay students, because it has linear geometry, so these are the sp orbitals, hybrid orbitals I am drawing students. First carbon, this is the hybrid orbitals of second carbons. They will overlap like this. One electrons from this carbon and this electron, they will overlap like this and form the sigma bond. Now one unpaired electrons of this will be combines with two hydrogen atom. 1s orbitals of hydrogen atoms combines. This is the 1s orbitals of hydrogen atoms. They will combine, they will overlap, we can say overlap, and form the sigma bond. So these are the sigma bond students. Now what happens students? This is the sp orbitals. These are the sp orbitals. Okay. Now students, because it are having pure atomic orbitals also, this carbon is, so this is the z axis, this is your x axis. So these are pure atomic orbitals. On z axis, this is y axis. Same thing is here also students. You have pure atomic orbitals of carbon. This is on p z axis and this is what, py. They all are having one electron atomic orbitals. Electron cloud will combines with the electrons of this and they will form the pi bond. Okay students, same thing students, one unpaired electron of this pz, py, and this is what, pz. This is pz and this is what, py. So electron cloud of the py orbitals, they will overlap and they will form the second pi bond. So students, when you draw the diagram, so this will be like this. So that means carbon students, there is a triple bond is present between the carbon. So you can draw the structure like this. So between, you will find there is a sigma bond and one, you can show the pi bond like this, 2 pi bond. So this way we can represent the bond, and this is the hydrogen. So students, total how many sigma bond you have? 3 sigma bond and 2 pi bond are present in these molecules. Okay students, what will be the bond angle students? Bond angle, when you see, bond angle is 180 degree. So bond angle students, bond angle is 180 degree. When you see the geometry students, how it is looking, it has linear geometry. So structure students, that means it has which type of geometry? Linear geometry. They are present on one line. So we can say it is what? It has linear geometry. So this way students, you can explain the sp hybridization in acetylene molecules. Now students, second molecule we are going to see, that is called as sp hybridizations of barium atom in barium chloride molecules. Here also students, if you want to explain the sp hybridization of barium atom in barium chloride molecules, you should know the atomic number of barium first. What is the atomic number of barium students? It is 4. What is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p0. Okay students, so this is the orbital notation. When you write down the orbital diagram students, because these two orbitals having the very close energy level, so their orbital diagram I am drawing only. So 2s2 students, you have to put the electrons, and here there is no electrons. So what happens students? Barium will go to the excitation electronic configuration students. So these two orbitals are very close to each other, that is why these orbitals only excite. This orbital will not participate. 1s2 is not participating in the bonding because this is present in the first orbit. These are the second orbit. In second orbit we have two orbitals, S and P. So the energy level of these sp orbitals are very close to each other, so only they will excite. So one electron from 2s will excite and go to the 2p1 orbitals. So orbital diagram, students, if you write orbital, this is the orbital notation. Orbital diagram will be like this. P orbital has 3 subcells. Okay students, one electron will. Now when this beryllium in excitation, it will go to sp hybridization. What happens? These two orbitals will hybridize and they will form the 2 sp, and these are the empty orbitals having one electron. So these are the 2 sp hybrid atomic orbitals of beryllium we are getting. Okay students, if you want to write the orbital diagram, students, orbital, so beryllium you can write like this. Beryllium, I am writing the hybrid atomic orbitals. It will be arranged like this. It is a linear geometry. It is also having linear geometry with unpaired electrons. Okay students, so when you see the bond angle, students, it is 180 degree. This is the sp and this is also sp. So you have 2 sp hybrid atomic orbitals. Hybrid atomic orbitals of beryllium. Okay students, what about chlorine, students? When 2 chlorine atoms approaches towards this beryllium hybrid atomic orbitals. Now students, before you should know what is the atomic number of chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. How these 17 electrons are distributed in 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p5. So students, here 3p pi is having only 5 electrons because p orbital has maximum 6 electrons. So you can distribute the 5 electrons like this. So there is a 3pz orbitals is having 1 unpaired electron. So these 3pz orbitals will overlap to the beryllium atom. So students, beryllium atomic orbitals, hybrid atomic orbitals having 1 unpaired electrons will combines with the chlorine atomic orbitals, 2 chlorine atomic orbitals like this having 1 unpaired electrons. These are the 3pz atomic orbitals of chlorine combines with sp hybrid atomic orbitals, sp hybrid atomic orbitals, and this is the 3pz atomic orbitals of chlorine. They will combine and they will form the beryllium chloride molecules. Beryllium chloride molecules. When you see the bond angle, students, it is always 180 degree. It has got 2 sigma bond. So this is about the beryllium dichloride, students. When you see the geometry, what is the bond angle, students? Bond angle. So we can explain the bond angle of this molecule is 180 degree. What is the structure, students? How it looks like? That means you should know the geometry. With the help of the geometry, you can explain the structure, students. It is a linear geometry. It has what? Linear. Why it is linear? Because they are present on say one line. So we call as what? It has what? Linear geometry. So this way, students, we have explained the beryllium dichloride with the help of the sp2 hybridizations. These are very important for the examination point of view, students. You can do the preparation of competitive exam also. If you like my video, please share it, subscribe it. Thank you very much.